Hey, good morning, everyone. I don't know if anyone's here. I think Sharon might be here. Um, Good morning, good morning. Let's do a sound check. Sound check. Sound check. Hey, good morning, everyone. Turn off my computer. Paisley says hello. So, how is my sound? I don't know who else is watching, but we're going to get started in just a few minutes. We'll be coloring today from um, volume 15 still. So, we're still on Color Along volume 15. And we're working with glitter gel pens today. So, that's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, good. Sharon, I'm actually going to mute the microphone right now while I make a lot of noise while I get the dog settled. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was quicker than I thought. Hey, good morning, Alice. Good morning, Bonnie Hughes. So we are coloring today from Color Along Volume 15. And while we're waiting for everyone to get here, I thought that I would show you some pages that I've been working on. I'm actually working on 3 different books at once. I don't know what happened. Hey, good morning, Mary and Cheryl. Thought I'd show you some pages that I've been working on for 3 different books. I don't know why I'm working on 3 different books at once, but I decided to just start drawing whatever I felt like drawing without specifically drawing a book. And all of a sudden they became 3 different books. So this is what I'm working on. So I've got I'm laughing at Scarlett because I just put a biscuit on my desk and she just helped herself. So I don't know why I'm here. I've got these pages that I started drawing, this countdown style. If you go over, hey, good morning or good evening, Angela. How are you? If you go over to my website, actually, you can get a free countdown to Christmas page. And yeah, I don't know if it's ambitious. It's a fine line between ambitious and crazy, Sharon. What it is. I just decided to just keep drawing. I just decided that rather than focusing on drawing a book, I would be focused on draw. Actually, I'm working on 4 books now that I look at my notes here. I would really just kind of just draw them, see what comes out, flip flop between. I usually do work on a few books at once so that I don't get bored with it, because I can kind of get bored a little easily. But this one is kind of like a countdown page. And if you go to my website right now, you can get a freebie page for Countdown to Christmas. It's got 24 boxes. So you would start it on December 1st and go all the way to December 24th. And there's a freebie on my website. So this is kind of similar to this. I think that I've shown you guys this before. Sharon had commented that this was a lot easier than the Patchwork Frenzy style. But so I think I have 3 pages from this. So I'm working on this kind of, I don't know the name. I'm calling it the countdown style book, but I don't really know if that's what it's really going to be called. And then I'm working on Valentine gnomes. I know, gnomes, right? That's what I say too, gnomes. But I'm going to tell you, these gnomes are very, very, very popular. So I thought that you got to give the people what they want, right? Hey, Trish. So I'm working on a Valentine theme gnome book, kind of love theme, I guess. I mean, it doesn't have to be specifically Valentine's Day. It could just be all about love, I guess. So here's a few pages from the Valentine or the love gnome theme. These 2 little guys, this guy with this little peace sign, a love at the top, this one's actually my favorite. While he holds a little heart in his hand, I thought that was kind of cute. And so they're not necessarily, I mean, these guys with these little heels crack me up. Anyway, they're not necessarily, I mean, it's love. It's all about hearts, right? So that's kind of what's pulling it all together on the hearts. It's kind of making it a little cohesive. So that's the second book. The third book is this book that I'm kind of working title is Sing. And a couple of people had asked me about the pages in the gnome books where the gnomes were singing with the snowmen. So I decided to do a book with these little characters singing, and every page will have different characters singing. So far I have snowmen. I know the S word. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, Sarah. And then I have these angels. Can I start over? Well, I haven't started yet, so we're just going to keep going. I'm just flipping through some pages of some books that I am working on at the time at the moment. So this one, it has some angels. This book with these notes sing. The notes really don't mean anything. There's not. I mean, I don't know if you drew some lines across it. If you could actually play a song, it's really not meant that way. I'm just placing the notes on there in any old haphazard way. And then the fourth book I'm working. Well, here's some more sketches from the love gnomes. I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but these are just kind of my scribble pencil sketches, just with this dog with a heart on his house, and these two guys, this woman and this man with a love sign next to them. I can't really see these too well, but I usually just kind of do them in pencil. They look kind of like a scribble, and then they emerge into, then I ink them. So, so I'll just show these quickly here again for Sarah's benefit. So I'm working on these 3 books. No, this is not Groundhog Day, right? I've got this kind of patchwork style, or like countdown style. I'm just realizing I forgot to put something in that box right there. And then, so this is one of the books that I'm working on. I just decided to just start drawing, you know? Oh, the love gnomes. That's a good idea, Sharon. The love gnomes should be the name of the book. I love it, actually. I love it. The love gnomes. I was going to call it the lovers, but I don't know if that would have been too, like, you know, could have been like the kiss statue. Remember the kiss statue from long ago? Remember that? How risque that was? I remember that. And then I'm working on these love gnomes. Maybe I should call them the lover gnomes or the lovers. I don't know. So I just decided to just start drawing, and without really focusing on whatever book I am drawing. So I just decided to just draw. And then this last book with these little notes. Remember that, Sharon? These last book with these little notes, working title is Sing. The 4th book that I'm working on is the Draw Along book, which I'm just kind of like in my head is where it's being worked on right now, but that's about it. So today we are coloring a page from Color Along Volume 15. We're coloring with glitter gel pens. I have a little bit of a selection here. I have a variety. Of course, Scarlett has to go outside, and it's pouring out here today. So let me just get Scarlett settled. You can turn to your page that we're coloring this morning. The glitter gel pens mandala. And I've got kind of a variety, so you can kind of see what I have for my colors here. I've got some sparkle pops. The first book is kind of like, I don't have a title for it. I'm not really sure. What's the matter, Scarlett? Come on. You have to go outside? Oh. Here, this will be the last one. This is the last biscuit. The last one, Scarlett. We all know what that means. These dogs are on to me. So if you've never used, I don't use these sparkle pops that much, but I decided to use them today. They are a much thicker pen. I don't even know if this has any more ink left in it now that I'm looking at it. And I think there's this, I have a 6-pack. I don't even know if I have 6 in here. I have 5. 6. I have 6. I think I'm missing one, actually. And then I have some smooth gel pens. And then I have some Sakura. Oh, here's the other one. I have some Sakura jelly rolls, which I think are very juicy. You know? Well, really, the next to last. I know. I'm a sucker for the biscuits, let me tell you. I think they can count. How about that? I'm using the smooth gel pens that I won from the last camp. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have some smooths in here. Here's a smooth. I just kind of keep all my gel pens together in one big tin. So I just kind of like I just went through them this morning just to see what I could find. Um, but if you've never used these sparkle pops, these are really cool. I really don't know if there's ink. Yep, there is. Okay. I use these. I've used these a lot. They're very juicy. Juicy meaning that they have a lot of ink that flows out of them. Sarah says I have 2 different sets of sparkle pops. Are there what's the difference between them? I'm gonna start out with this pink since I already grabbed it. And I should place a piece of paper behind my page. Only because I'm gonna actually place 3. I'm not gonna put I want to make sure that there's paper behind it because I want to be sure that I'm looking for something here. I want to be sure that that it's not going to really make too much of an impression on the page that's behind it. You know, like a scratchy thing. You don't want it to scratch through type thing, you know. How are the Artisas? I've never used Artisa gel pens. So what does everybody think about this color along being on YouTube? I wanted to do kind of a survey just to make sure that everyone was okay with it and that it was working well. And I mean, this is a new venture, right? We've been on YouTube since the beginning of this book, actually. So I'm giving it until at least the end of the year to make sure that this is where we want to stay. And if not, we'll have to move back over to Facebook. But I love that we're on YouTube. So it's working out well for me, but I want to make sure that it's working out well for everyone else also. Sharon says, I love them. They dry fast. Oh, well, that being said, you would probably not like these, but this one's like running out here. What is happening? I don't understand why this one's running out. I hate when it gets clogged, don't you? See, it's clogged. It's stuck. It is stuck. I'm going to have to flip to another pink. I'm going to have to give this one a little bit of a rest. I actually have to get something here a second. Hold on. You know, I'm just thinking that there is actually a 5th book that I'm working on, which I've been working on for a while. So it's not really like something that I really pay attention to right now. But Color Along Volume 16, I've already kind of have it all together. So I just need to assemble it. It's that we've got a long way before Color Along Volume 16, but I do have that in a folder next to me, actually. So what's cool about these sparkle pop things, these little pens, is they kind of change color. Like, it's cool and not so cool at the same time. Like, look at this green pen. Completely does not look like how it colored. All right, so YouTube is getting the thumbs up, right? So be sure to hit the thumbs up button, by the way, for this video if you're watching, and if you're watching the replay. And click on the subscribe button, which you can see in the bottom corner of the video. And this way, my videos will get shared out with more people. Still on the road to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but with time's ticking. So I don't know. This weekend is going to be the holiday coloring gathering. If you have not signed up for that and you're still interested, you can. It is on my website right now, and I have a Black Friday coupon happening until next Sunday. It's live now. It's 30% off PDF coloring books right now on my website. It's my Black Friday special. I don't lower my prices on Black Friday on Amazon because they're just not. I just can't control when they lower or when they don't lower, or I just can't control the time frame of it. So I've given up on that part of it because they're really behind right now. I have a gnome daily planner that's supposed to be coming out, and it still is not done. Sharon says, I'm liking the YouTube but for some reason I always have to go to Facebook first. Must be a force of habit. Yeah. I just have YouTube as one of my things I go. I watch a lot on YouTube anyway. It's my TV watching lately. Hey, good morning, Sandra. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. Look how different, even how different it looks from here to here, how much it's really dried. That part really amazes me so much. And if we get done early, if we get done a little early this morning, I'll ink some pages for a new book. I'll draw some pages. You always go to Facebook first too, Lynn? Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like force of habit. You know, there's a huge percentage of people that just never leave Facebook. At all. Like, at all. And now there's that other website, that other social media website called Parler. I have not gone over to that. I do not plan on it. I don't have enough things swirling around in my head than to add something else like that. I've given my pink a rest. Took a little bit of a break. It's still stuck, so you are fired. And I'll move on to another pink. This one is a, I don't really know what this one is. It's a no-name gel pen. I also find that if you don't press as hard, then the ink will flow out better than it would if you pressed hard. The other thing is that the paper sometimes gets clogged onto the tip. I check my email and Facebook before I get out of bed. A lot. I was reading an article the other day, Lynn saying that. I was reading an article the other day about the percentage of people that check their email and Facebook before they get out of bed. I don't remember the number, but I want to say it was close to 80%. I used to do that, but I'm trying to give my eyes a rest lately. Anybody have to go through that where they're giving their eyes a rest? So I'm trying to do less on the small screen, like my phone, iPad. I don't really use my iPad that much anyway. Just trying just trying not to do too much. It hurts your eyes after a while. Hey Mary, I haven't used gel pens in a long time and I really like them. I know, me neither. I haven't used them in a long time. I was thinking that this morning that I have not used gel pens in a long time. I especially have not used these glitter gel pens. And I don't know what has happened to me. Hey, good morning, Jean Ballinger. Sarah says, I wish that the Sparkle Pop would have a third set where the color matches the barrel. I know, that really bugs me about it, Sarah. And even this black one, doesn't this one come out like red? Isn't it crazy? Sandra saying, yes, but I'm addicted. I know, huh? Isn't it awful? What is happening to us? I don't want to be addicted to a computer. I want to be able to not touch it. I've actually cut back a lot on my screen time, as they say, as far as like computer screen time. But I've increased my TV time. You can't win, you know? I mean, I don't know which one I needed to do, which one I need to do. Sharon says, wow, I can't do anything like that until I've had my coffee. My brain just won't engage until then. Well, yeah, I don't know, Sharon. All right, so this is my yellow, and this one is a gel writer pen. This is a big company, gel writer. And I haven't seen them around in a long time, so I don't know what's happening with them. I had a 48, was it 4? I think it was 48, but they came in this like spinner where all the pens were just stuck in. I couldn't take it. They were always falling. I had to just, I had to let all of my gel pens live with one another. It was just a little too much. Boy, it is really miserable outside today, I have got to say. Isn't it? Anyone else here on the East Coast where it's horrible? Screen time is the new smoking. I know, huh, Mary? And what are we looking for? You know? I don't know. Like, why? What are people looking for? You gotta just kind of spend more time just kind of sitting in nature, right? But then there's the drawbacks too, because then you could be sneezing about something. So, or you could be allergic to something outside. So then that has a problem too. There's just no perfection. You always want to have to like change something. I've got the I've been bitten by the I need to move my furniture bug again. I don't know. Oh, is it fear of missing out? Never knew what that actually meant until a few days ago. FOMO, fear of missing out. Yeah, people are afraid that they're going to miss out on something. It's like, ooh, I want to know. I want to know. Be in the know. Be in the know. I don't have that feeling about the news though. In Georgia, it's cold but pretty out. It's pouring here. It's like dark skies. I mean, I think it slowed down a little bit right now, but it was pouring. Sharon, wasn't it awful? It was like, I'm like, what the heck is that noise? Just about maybe like an hour or two ago. About a couple hours ago, it was really bad. This one is orange, and I just have to kind of test it right here. I do like this one because it's very juicy. I think I'll do this part here with this orange color. The ink flows out of these really, really nice. How many different sets of these, Sarah? Do you know how many different sets of these Pentel Sparkle Pops? You can never go wrong with the Pentel product, actually. Pentel product is incredible. Yeah, torrential pouring out today. You're right, Sharon. We're supposed to get thunderstorms. It is not a good day for a picnic, right? Unbelievable. Haven't seen it rain this hard in a very, very long time. And then tomorrow's supposed to be really, really sunny. I don't know. Sun is out here, and now it wasn't earlier. Well, maybe we're getting your weather, Gene. See, this one got stuck too. Stupid pen. Is this like you ever feel like what was I drawing that I was like, so I forgot what color long was I said, so have you feel that this is relaxing, or have you snapped the pencil in half and thrown it across the room? Sarah says, I'm under the covers. Oh, I wish. Sun is out. Okay, we know that sun is out in Pennsylvania. Cool. It's dark and rainy in Alice's neck of the woods. Isn't it crazy? I don't know where Dawn is today. Oh, there she is. Dawn, I was just thinking of you. There's Dawn. Good morning, Dawn. Milky set. So milky, like some of these Sakura gel pens are called milky. I don't know if I have one that's a milky one, but I have these are the jelly rolls. Listen to Scarlett. Scarlett, excuse you. Choking in the background. You okay, Scarlett? You know, one day she's going to answer me. One day there's going to be a voice in the background, and she's going to say, I'm fine. Is it sunny in Ohio, Pat? All right, we're on our way. Let's go. All right? I hope everyone is staying safe for the Thanksgiving holiday this year. We are staying safe at my house this year. It is just no people allowed. I think people need to take it a little more seriously, but no people allowed at my house. So I'm thankful for it because I don't have to cook. That's what I'm happy about. Don't get the neon set, Sarah's saying. How come? I'm not happy with this orange right now. I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, it was the mandala drawing. Sharon's right. We were doing a mandala drawing, and I did say that. Rainy and getting colder in New Jersey, according to Lynn. And Lynn has canceled Thanksgiving. Yeah, I just didn't even plan it, so there was nothing to cancel. Um, I mean, there's no reason. Yesterday there was a kid on my street had a birthday party. It was one of those drive-by parade parties, when um you don't think people should cancel, Sarah? Yeah, just me and my mom, Alice, but it's gonna just be a regular day. I cook every day anyway, so it's really not a big deal. I'm not making a turkey. It's just gonna be regular food. Just a regular old day. Not a big deal. Um, I actually think that Thanksgiving should be canceled across the country. Sometimes I give the gel pen a shake to get the ink to flow again. Yeah, somebody told me to hit it on my hand. Is that what somebody said? Somebody said that. Oh, my new pencil sharpener. Would you like to see it? It has arrived. I don't need to use it today because I'm using gel pens, but no phone calls come through. Okay. I don't understand that. Look, this is my new pencil sharpener. It's a Bostitch. It's black. The other one was gray and blue. I threw the other one away. I didn't even give it a second chance. I thought about keeping it as a relic, but I decided that, what am I doing? Why am I keeping broken items? What am I? Sanford and Son? So I decided to throw it away. I have used it. I used it on my Speer Farben pencils. The point is incredible. I did an unboxing the other day, just kind of on my kitchen table. And I was kind of an impromptu thing. And it does make a very strange noise, though. I know. Happy new sharpener. We're gonna let me give you a listen to the noise it makes, because I'm not really crazy about it. That's my only complaint about this pencil sharpener. Let me see. I'll use my magenta that I've already been using a lot. I know, new sharpener, isn't it exciting, Angela? Listen to how different this sounds. Ready? Look at the point, though. Isn't that incredible? The point that's on there, but the noise is a little squeaky. So I don't know. Like, what the heck? You may not have your family next year, and you're not even promised tomorrow. Well, I do agree with that, Sarah. However, I have some people that I know that actually have been dealing with COVID, and I do have somebody that I know that just passed away yesterday from it. So um, I just think that it's just not worth it right now. So I didn't think you need to just be really careful. It's really, you just need to really watch what you're doing. That's my 2 cents about it. Isn't it high pitched, Sandra? Very. What key is that? Do you know? What note would that be? Pat says eating a turkey TV dinner and making a big bowl of dressing will be in heaven. Ooh, are you going to jump in the bowl of dressing? Doesn't that sound like you should jump into it? Yeah, it just really, I mean, same thing, same exact pencil sharpener. I think it was $14.99 or something, came to like $16.03 or $16.04 with tax. But it's the same one. Same. I've had that other one for years. And I know my theory was that if it ever got stuck and it didn't work, it was to just bang it. I guess I just banged it too much times and it just died. It just was not doing it at all. Ever since I fell into the bowl of water, it just has not been the same. Life has just not been the same for that pencil sharpener. Having a small dinner for my son and maybe my mother-in-law. That's good. It's people that you see all the time, right? Sharon says, I have something in my eye. I gotta see what Sharon's saying, if I can get it past my eye. I believe the other way that if we take the precautions, we'll be here for the next holiday. Now I believe the other way that if we take the precautions, we'll be here for the next holiday. I totally agree. Over high C. That's the note that is being played on that pencil sharpener. Very high pitched. Someone, I saw somebody, speaking of turkey breast, I saw somebody post something on Facebook that they had gone to Walmart and they bought um turkey breast, boneless turkey, not boneless, just the turkey breast without the legs, right? For $1 each. Isn't that crazy? I thought it was like a little, like kind of unbelievably cheap, you know? Or let me see if I can find a Sakura jelly roll. I'm not really a fan of these jelly rolls too much, but I thought that I would include them in today's coloring page. I'm not sure if I like any of the colors that I've picked, actually. What do I have here? See what Jean was saying. Jean was saying Amazon's having a big sale right now. What is going on? What type of sale? Lynn's having a turkey frozen dinner and she may make a green bean casserole. Okay. If you put it in a small container and ship it to me, then we'll be all set. Turkey breast dressing, carrots, and gravy in Allison's house. I guess we'll go with the brown. Why not, right? See if it works. No, don't like that one. So Sarah says, I'm having Thanksgiving with my parents, sister, husband, brother, his wife, kids. My husband, Linda, saying it's a lot of people. Is it allowed in your state? We have restrictions here that you cannot be with, is it 5 people? I think it's 5. You can't be with more than 5 people, and they have to be people from your own household. You cannot be with people for the next, starting on the 30th, actually. You can't be with people that are, that you're not normally with. Well, as long as everyone takes the precautions, you know, I mean, because, and how about, is it Angela? Angela, are you in South Australia? Is that where I saw that there was such extreme restrictions? This is a blue color. And let's see what happens if we use this blue color right here on this section here. See how juicy these are? And they're kind of like, I mean, this says metallic on it. It says Jelly Roll Metallic from Sakura. This is the same company that makes those COPPA oil pastels, or the COPPA Expressionist oil pastels. So, Sakura is a great company. That's one of like the top ones. If I had to say which companies would I say were like top notch, like top companies for the best quality coloring supplies or art supplies, I would say Sakura, Faber-Castell, Derwent, who else? Faber-Castell, Derwent. There was another one. Maped isn't bad. Maped is good. But Faber-Castell, Derwent, Sakura. There was another one that was in my head, but you know, Facebook Live or YouTube Live, brain fog is happening to me. You know. Yeah. So Angela, you've got those crazy restrictions going on, right? It's unbelievable. Lynn Miller says, my blue ran out. Now I'm looking at all of the pens to see which ones have the most ink. I know. I hate when that happens. That's how I was with that pink when I first started. But how about more than that is when you put your hand on it, the ink goes on the back of your hand. I mean, it doesn't really bother me that much, but it definitely, look at that. It definitely comes off. There's my fingerprint right there. Could use it to do fingerprints. That would actually be cool on a coloring page, wouldn't it? What if you had a lot of ink, popped your finger on there, and then pushed it down? I wonder if you could do that. That would be cool. Pat Christie says, our governor has really cracked down and everyone is grumbling. Hey, I say too bad for them. They need to do the right thing, you know? Our governor has cracked down too, and there's all these funny memes going on with her. It's, I don't know, just crazy the world we live in. I just think it will get better though. Gotta have the faith, right? This one is a gel writer glitter pen. It's a yellow. You know, I think it's hit or miss with these pens, whether it's no matter what the name is, I think it's always like a hit or miss thing as far as whether or not the ink runs out quicker or they get stuck or they get clogged. I never have found a gel pen that, um, like a whole set that's been a successful set of pens. Um, Sometimes I think that the amount of ink maybe is not even in each set. I don't know what it is. You know, Angela says we have extreme restrictions until everyone with it is in isolation or there are 0 cases. And I thought that it was because there was just like one person or something that infected 23 people. Is that what I'm understanding correctly? Lynn said, I opened my big box of unsorted gel pens. Wow, free groceries. I would like to see all of the governors crack down on everything, especially mask wearing. I would too. You know what I would really like to see? I would like to see better communication about why it's important. Sometimes I feel like in this state that the communication is not that great, and there needs to be something that will be a little more, um, make things a little more understood. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I would like to see. I think that after a while, everything that we hear becomes white noise and we don't hear it anymore. And I think that's happening right now with what we're hearing. And even about signs. I mean, we go in a store and you see the 6 feet signs and all that other baloney. And I think that we start to not see all of that. So I think there needs to be something like some sort of marketing effort, design point from a design standpoint. I don't know. Maybe that's just the artist in me that is feeling that. But I just feel like people are just blind to what is going on because they've been seeing it too often. You know? Wow, 5,000 fine. $5,000 fine. That's incredible. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Okay, on to happier thoughts here because now we're kind of getting a wet blanket on the whole situation. But it's our reality, right? So I mean, you can ignore it to a point, but so what else is everybody into doing lately? Anything? Anybody learning anything different? Anybody taking any interesting webinars throughout all of this? Does anybody have any fun weather that's happening where they are? Anybody get any new pets? That's always an exciting thing, right? Always looking for a new pet. This is green. This is the same color that I used right here also. Isn't it amazing how different it looks compared to the pen? It just amazes me. And then I think I'll do like a blue right there. But I figured I'd do all these little doodads that are sticking out. The frills. This is like the frillies. I'm going to call it the frillies. Next to the orange. I have to go turn down this fan. I have a fan on right now and I gotta move it. It's the reason I'm stuffed up. From dust flying. From dust flying across the room. Plus the rain. Every time it rains, it gives me a stuffed up feeling. Okay, and now we'll go with this blue sparkle pop. Alice is making a tree out of clothespins. Ooh, really? Are you painting the clothespins? Alice always does some very interesting crafts. Lynn says, I've been doing a lot of webinars. Last night, one about JFK assassination. It was interesting because he put so much information in one place. Oh, really? I've been watching, well, last night I started watching I watched The Crown again. I'm still on watching The Crown on season 4, but I may go back and start watching the whole thing over again. I finished watching Queen's Gambit. That was good. I don't know what I'm going to watch after The Crown. It was 101 degrees the other day in Angela's neck of the woods. Oh my goodness. Mary is saying, I trust science. I'm looking forward to the vaccine. I know I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about it. But yeah, I agree with you. I think that it's going to work. I'm leaning towards it. I think it's going to be good. But I'm still on the fence. Can I be on the fence and lean towards it? I'm so happy for your color alongs, Pat saying, because it gives me something to look forward to. Thank you, Anne. It's so hard to stay in the house. Oh, you are very, very welcome. You know, I think to myself when I'm doing these color alongs, I can't miss a color along, because what if there's just that one person that is looking forward to it? Like, for instance, I feel bad that we're on YouTube and Barb Falk, who is in Canada, who used to watch all the time on Facebook, she has not been watching. So I don't know. Pizza. What's going on with the pizza, Sarah? Lynn says, I finished watching The Crown last night. So sad. I'm still, again, Charles ever being, he was a very bad man. Yeah, I'm not going to, I don't know. I don't give it away. Don't tell me what happened, because I don't want to know yet. Lynn says, I also watched about Native Americans in Mashpee, Massachusetts. I had a friend who lived there several decades ago, and there was a big fight. Yeah, I don't know if I know about that. Do I know about that? I don't think so. 100 and 101 is really hot, Angela. So I don't know. Kim's Convenience. Mary streaming Kim's Convenience. I've watched that. It's hysterical. It definitely is a lighthearted show. I'm looking forward to Virgin River this weekend. Or maybe it's Thursday. Is it Thursday the Virgin River comes out? No, tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, right? I watched Yellowstone Marathon all weekend. Of course you did, Sharon. Had it going in the background while doing. I was going to say, I almost read that as dancing. Had it going in the background while dancing, while she was doing other things, and then at night watched it. It like it was the first time I had seen it. I have not seen it at all, because I don't have that channel, and it drives me crazy, and I cannot figure out how to stream it. I've tried several different ways. I was going to watch it on, I think it was Amazon Prime, but I would have to purchase it. And I didn't want to do that. I just feel like I pay enough for my TV watching and my internet. Now I have to buy something. I don't know. I'm using, it's not, I don't even know what the name of it is, Cheryl. This is a gel writer pen. It's kind of a pink, I guess. It's like a hot pink fuchsia, not really hot pink. It's more of a fuchsia, magenta, that type of color. It's really pretty, actually. But it kind of looks like a little bit of red. My son doesn't like the heat. He has too much of his dad's Scottish blood. I was going to say it like that too. Isn't that terrible? Yeah, I don't know. Do we like, I mean, there's always the people that either like the heat or they hate the heat. Like the cold or don't like the cold. You know? What time does Virgin River begin? I don't know. Isn't it just on Netflix? You can watch it anytime you want? I mean, what time are they going to release it? I don't know. How long do you think, are you going to binge it? Are you going to binge watch the whole thing, Lynn? And you'll be done like the next day? I'm not. I want to savor. How about Sweet Magnolia? Have you seen that one? That one's pretty good too. And of course, that other show, Atypical, I think is coming out with another season also. That was good. Lynn says, I have some Jewish ancestors in Australia. One wrote a book about her getting there. Oh, Lynn's responding to Angela's comment about her ancestors were either Jews or indigenous Australians. We are desert people, I guess, right? But is it humid, Angela? Or is it just hot? And does the temperature go down at night? Like, what's the temperature right now? Because it's nighttime for you. Do you think you're really related? You're totally related then. Wouldn't that be hysterical if you were? That would be so like, oh my God, type thing. Like an OMG moment, right? All right, what other color should we put in here? This has silver. I don't know if I want to use silver or not, but let me see what it looks like. I'm scribbling all over everything else. Yeah, let's use silver. Why not? I'll use it in this area. Ooh, fancy. If I say that to Scarlett, she gets all excited. If I say fancy. This is pretty, this color, silver. But it does kind of change as it dries. I gotta say, it's not totally silver when it's drying. It almost looks like, I was gonna say gray, but it almost looks like a bluish gray. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. Oh, it's Friday night, Bonnie? All right, Virgin River is Friday night, so I thought it was the 24th. My era, or my bad, as they say, right? I'm going to be one of those people that says, like, you know, hip terms when I really shouldn't be saying hip terms. I hate when people do that. Drives me nuts. You get the occasional humid day. It's you get too humid here, but you know, too hot, too cold, too cloudy, too rainy. No one's ever happy with the weather. Maybe we need to go live in a biodome where we can create our own weather on demand and create pets that talk only when we want them to. Right? And free food for everybody at the snap of a finger. Sounds like it's thundering out right now. Ooh. Okay, I've got to pivot. During January, it's 85 degrees overnight. That can get uncomfortable. Yeah, that is hot. That's too hot for me. My ancestors are from England, Alice is saying. On my father's side, my mom's side is a mix of Dutch, Irish, and German. Do you have you researched your family tree on ancestry.com or any type of site like that, Alice? Biodome was a good movie. It was a show, right? Yeah, I did hear it, Sharon. That was a huge rumble of thunder, wasn't it? I'm surprised you heard it because it was kind of towards like um it didn't sound like it was coming from your direction. It sounded, well, maybe it was. It sounded like it was coming from like to the south of me, which would be like, you know, the Cranston area. That's what it sounded like it was coming from me. That was a big rumble, though. They did say it was going to have rumbles of thunder today. I hope I don't have water in my basement. That's all I'm worried about. Not, it can just keep raining. I was going to say essing, but I didn't want to. All right, so we've got the middle, and I'm really concerned that I'm going to use a pen in the middle that I'm not going to like, or that it might run out. Okay, so let's hope this is my biggest problem of the day, is that I have this problem of hoping that my pen is not going to run out. I'm going to go with yellow. I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to start out with my skinny sections. And then I'm thinking, just in case I run out of this yellow, I can figure something else out when I get to this other area here, you know? because it would be awful if I ran out at a bad spot. It would be like getting a flat tire in a bad neighborhood. Dawn is saying we have overcast and his rain, but I see clearing from the west, and that will be here shortly. Oh, good. I hope it comes this way. It's like night right now. Ever since that earthquake that we had, I swear things have been different in life. How about you? Does anybody else? Well, the only other person that's watching today that felt the earthquake was Sharon, the earthquake in my area. I just feel like ever since that earthquake happened in my area a couple of weeks ago, or last week, was it last week? I just feel like life is just like, it shook things up a lot. I guess that's what earthquakes are supposed to do, right? Sharon says, bless your heart for not saying the S word. We lost power last night for about an hour or so. Our whole street was out. Must have blown a transmitter. Oh no. What is up with the power outages lately? Now I hear sirens. Oh my goodness. This reminds me of a stained glass window. I feel like this should be hanging in a window somewhere. Especially like an old house, like what is it called? Craft period house, or a Victorian house, like a Tudor, or there's a lot of houses around me in that style. And you just need to pivot one more time. Hold on to your hat here while I pivot around. It sounded like someone was screaming just now. Maybe it was just like noises in my head. Do you ever hear like explosions in your head? That happens to me a lot. Like in the middle of the night, I'll hear like a clap. Oh, Leaf Blower Man. Any news on Leaf Blower Man? Leaf Blower Man is still kicking. He has been using his leaf blower a lot. Not so much the past few days, but last week he was really blowing the leaves. Here's the thing with Leaf Blower Man that kills me, is that when I use my leaf blower, I pick up my leaves and I put them in a barrel, and then the city picks them up. But this guy, he just blows his leaves right across the street. And I just think to myself, or I say to Scarlett, does he realize that those leaves are just going to blow back? Clearly he does not, because he comes back out and does it again. What's dangerous? Lynn, what is dangerous? Are you talking about the explosion that I hear in my head? How about the other day? The other day, I was in my bedroom, and all of a sudden, the bedroom door, it was kind of closed a little bit, but it was probably the door was probably open maybe a couple of inches, and all of a sudden, the door completely shut. Like, did not, it just shut, slammed shut. So I went upstairs thinking that maybe another door had closed, and sometimes like a door will close on the second floor, and it'll explosions in my head. I think it's just like I actually think that there's really things happen. It's not really explosions, Lynn. It's just like I always hear like a noise. Usually, all right. How about this? If I hear the noise in my head, and a dog hears it, it's clearly not just in my head. That's what happened with the door closing. But when I went upstairs to see if another door had closed, it did not. So I'm convinced that we have a ghost. All right. I made it through to the beginning, to the middle of this. I was getting a little worried that I wasn't going to have enough ink for this. Okay, so now we've got this outer portion here, just kind of that section there. And I have not used, well, I really haven't used this blue. I don't think I've used this blue color. Let's see if it has any ink that's going to move. Yeah, I think we do have ghosts. Yes, I do. Convinced of it. I'm sure we do. I hear boxes falling all the time coming from like the attic. There's no boxes in my attic, so I don't know what the heck is happening. Yeah, I think we do. Plus, I always find dimes. Does anybody else find dimes? Matter of fact, I found a dime today. It's right here. This is the dime that I found this morning on my desk. It always appears when I'm trying to make a decision about something. Oh, I don't know if I would want to know what was on the Ouija board, Lynn. I think it would creep me out. The dimes always appear whenever I'm trying to make a decision about something. So, if I'm wrestling with something, I don't know. It's weird. But they say that a dime is someone that is passed on, that's leaving a message, right? I don't have to. I didn't. I don't think I was going to use purple, Sarah, but I don't have any purple with me today. I don't know why. This blue is pretty, actually, and this one is a gel writer pen also. There's some show on the Sci-Fi Network, I think, that they hunt ghosts. They come to your house. They're in this state, actually, but they're on the Sci-Fi Network. Has anyone ever seen that show? Do you believe in ghosts, Lynn? Sharon says, so how does it make you decide? Do you flip the dime as in heads, tails? No, it doesn't make me decide anything. It just appears. I don't know. You think Lincoln lives in my, why? Because of the dime? If I'm trying to find, if I'm going to find money, I want to find $20 bills. Oh, me too. One time I did find two $20 bills in the middle of the parking lot. They were crisply folded up, and it was a parking lot. There was nobody around. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know where my purple is from the Sparkle Pop, Sarah. You're right. I do think I agree with you. But I don't know what happened to it. No, they just always appear, Sharon. I don't know what it is. I usually put them aside, but like weird spots. Oh, Lynn is answering my questions about does she believe in ghosts. Yes, I saw one in a hospital I worked in. Yeah, I totally believe in ghosts. I know that yeah, I totally believe in ghosts. I think the dimes are actually appear as a message from my dad. That's what I think. It seems like anytime I'm trying to make a decision about something and whether I'm having trouble with it or he always just the dime always appears. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I can hear him talking to me when I don't know. It's weird. My friend used to work at the old Adelaide Gold. I don't know if I'm saying that right. GAOL. She took me on a private night tour once. I will never ever go back there again. Oh my goodness. Oh, jail. Oh, okay. Thank you. How do you, I was going to say, how do you pronounce it? How do I know how you can? She can't tell me how to pronounce it. So were the ghosts of prisoners? Lynn is asking. I saw one, Angela says, which was scary, but one also touched me, which completely freaked me out. Oh my God, I'm getting the chills. No kidding. I'm getting the chills too. Creepy, right? Creepy, creepy. Okay, so this one's pretty cool, right? Lynn's screaming. Lynn's waving her hands in the air like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It's kind of like Scarlet when Paisley's gonna be sick. Scarlet runs around barking like a nut. Anyway, okay, so this is finished. Look how it shimmers. Isn't it amazing how it just kind of shimmers? Well, that's a really good point, Mary. I do too. I don't think it's really a ghost as much as it is a spirit, but I guess we could use the two things interchangeably at some point, but there is a difference. I agree with you. Good point. That is a very good point, because I do believe that spirits are around us all the time. It's kind of like the question about, like, do spirits walk among us, right? I think that they do. I think that they just kind of like walk amongst us. It's kind of like the whole thing of, another rumble of thunder. It's because we're talking about ghosts. It's kind of like a whole thing about like the like parallel universe. Like some people believe that there is no time that exists. This is deep. Hang on, Sharon. This is a deep one. They kind of believe that there's no time that exists. That time stands still and all time is happening at once. So past, present, and future are all together. I think I do believe in spirits or dead trying to reach me, Sharon's saying. I do too, yeah. I think that I can hear. If you concentrate, it's like just saying, asking for guidance from whatever God you believe in, right? It's like that type of thing. And you want guidance from somebody. Whatever higher power you believe in. Doesn't have to be a religion, Does paranormal stuff freak you out, Sharon? Yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, it does to a point, but you gotta live with it. What can I say? But the whole parallel universe thing, where you could be driving down the street and all of a sudden, you start to see. Well, there's like two universes, two time frames that are out there at once. I think it's also like when you buy a red car, you always see a red car, or you, I don't know, you all the things you see because you're being made to see them. Does that make sense? It's like, oh, look, it's a sign. My mom comes to me in my dreams, and I always think she visits my dreams to calm me when I'm in a quandary about something. She does, probably. They say that when someone has passed and they visit you in their dreams, that they're coming to help you. I used to see my aunt standing at the end of my bed every time I was upset about something. I would like be sleeping, I'd wake up, and there she was standing there. Angela's saying it's similar to indigenous beliefs. They don't have a linear idea of time. Everything happens and exists all at once. Yes, it's very metaphysical too. So everything just kind of exists all at once or all connected by this web, by this, if you've ever read this book called The Field by Lynn McTaggart, that everyone is just kind of connected with this intertwined kind of grid, and everything's all kind of happening at once. And imagine like a fishnet type thing, a big giant fishnet, and it was just kind of waves, and that would be the energy that flowed through the universe. Does that make sense? It's a very metaphysical thing. It's very deep. Next thing you know, I'm going to start talking in tongue. I'm only kidding. Next thing you know, I'm going to start speaking in a different language. Oh, I don't even know. I'm just laughing all by myself. Isn't that even sadder? That's really sad that I'm laughing all by myself. Okay, grayscale coloring pages flipping for what we've done so far. And we did this one last week, creating patterns. And this one is glitter gel pens. I always wonder sometimes when people watching the replays of these on YouTube and what they're thinking. Crazy, right? Okay, next week we're working on mushrooms, which is with markers. And then the following week, oh, Jesus, you start that and I'm out. Sharon, it would be funny if I just started talking in a different language, right? Okay, let me just compose myself for a minute. Let me just pull myself together. Oh, Pat, we need to start doing some co-hosting in the new year, don't you think? We should start co-hosting, having some colorists co-host some live videos, some live color along call. We can talk on the phone. while we're doing these videos. What do you guys think? I think that would be hysterical. We can hear from Pat, Sharon, Lynn. We can hear from Angela. We can hear from Mary. Oh, Sharon, I don't know. All right, complimentary colors. Okay, here's one on December 14th that I've got to admit I'm a little nervous about because this one is sepia, and look at everything that needs to be colored. However, sepia, think brown, film strip, you know? Yeah, I know that's a lot of Duolingo. And so far I'm only up to like, hola. That's it. I don't know. I've been used it for Spanish, but I just like Lynn and I were talking about this the other day. I only was really trying to learn Spanish so that I could eavesdrop on my neighbors because I just really, really, really wanted to know what they were saying. All right. But for those of you that joined us a little bit later today, I am going to, because it's not fair, I'll let you see some books that I'm working on. I'm working on 5 new books, actually, not 4, 5. One of them is a Valentine style gnome, which I think I'm going to call them the Love Gnomes. And another one is a countdown style book. Another one I'm kind of calling it Sing. And then I've got my draw along book, and then I've got my color along volume 16 book, which is actually behind me. You can take a look at that if you want. I have some of the pages in there because I did some of them by hand and some of them I've done on the computer. Who is Mary? Mary who? I watched that show. I don't believe they ever find anything. Yeah, I know. Bonnie's talking about the ghost hunter people. Nice distraction with all this isolation. I know. Isn't it crazy, Mary? It is crazy. My goal is to stay in the top 10 every day. Lynn's talking about her Duolingo lessons. She's learning French, right? I just tried to send a story and it wouldn't let me send it. Go figure. Oh, Pat, I'll tell you. I know, Angela. I want to know what they're saying. Don't you want to know? Somebody's talking about? I mean, I just want to know what they're saying. All right, so this is this type of like countdown style page. If you go to my website, you can get a freebie of the Christmas countdown. I don't know if I was saying Mary. Was I saying Mary? No, now I'm really losing my mind, Sarah. I don't know. Maybe I had an out-of-body experience. All right, so these could be called like windows to the world type thing, right? That would be kind of funny. So they have these kind of like little boxes of little miniature drawings. These are cool to just kind of do when you're just like, I don't know, talking to somebody, doing something else, learning a new language, eavesdropping on your neighbors. You don't really know when you want to have something to color like this. Maybe just kind of sitting in silence and just trying to. Mary, thank you. I said Mary. Mary, yeah, Mary who's here. Meredith Segura is Mary Hannah. Thank you. Mary equals Meredith Segura, who's also Mary Hannah. Just like, because on YouTube sometimes we have different names. Whew. Thought I was losing my mind for a second there. Thank you for clearing that up, Lynn and Sharon. All right, so this one is the Love Gnomes one, the Valentine style, kind of a little bit of a heart theme going on with some love. They're in love, you know. And this little guy cracks me up because he's got his little heart in his hand that he's holding. He wants to give it to someone, apparently. I don't know who he's going to give it to. And these guys kill me because they have these little high heel shoes, especially this one. It reminds me of the shoes that, now that I'm looking at them, doesn't this look like the shoes that Margaret Thatcher wore in The Crown when they went looking for the deer? You didn't know that, Sharon? Poor Meredith has been incognito the whole time. Poor Mary. Yes, she's been incognito the whole time. Poor Mary. See, I have like the inside scoop on some people with like official names, maiden names, married names type things. I think the gnomes should have names and go on adventures. Ooh, the place that they would go, right? Thank you, Mary. This one is kind of like sing type thing. This one, I know I do need female gnomes. I do have some sketches of female gnomes. I'll show you. These are going to have different characters singing. This is another book. I'm just drawing. I'm not going to focus on what I'm drawing. This is a female gnome, by the way, Alice. Mary Hannah, is that who you're talking about, Sarah? Sharon thought you were someone new. Maybe you should be two people, Mary. Pretend that you're two people. It could be like, you ever watch that show, that flipping houses show with that guy Jeff? He flips houses. This is another girl gnome. I read a book with gnomes in it once, Angela's saying, and the female gnomes had beards. You know, I saw some female gnomes with beards too. Mary Hannah. Mary Hannah is Meredith Seguda. Are we all together on this? Finally, I hope. It's the same person. She is she. It is Mary. Mary is here as Meredith Seguda. And Dawn is here as someone who knows. Did you know that? And you have now entered a time warp. The original bearded ladies in the circus. Oh my goodness, right? The original bearded lady. It's really thundering now. We have really shook up the the higher powers up there, because it's thundering a lot. All right. So we are going to meet on this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, for the Alice is laughing. Oh, Alice, I don't know. We're going to meet on Saturday and Sunday for the holiday coloring gathering. Let me give you a rundown of what's happening. I need to print my pages, actually. We are going to meet on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for a live video. And then throughout the day, yeah, that was a big boom, wasn't it, Sharon? Throughout the day, we are going to, you're your own twin, Meredith. It's like you've created your own competition. Throughout the day on Saturday and Sunday from like 11 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, you can go into the holiday coloring gathering group, and you can pop in every couple of hours and comment on different posts throughout there to win different things. So that's what's happening on Saturday. Then on Sunday, I'll be back again for another live color along in the morning. And we're just going to be coloring random things from the holiday coloring gathering book. It's not going to be that big of a deal as far as the structure of what we're coloring. I just want to kind of look at different things. And then on Sunday, also from like 11 o'clock till about 7 o'clock that night, there will be different posts that you can comment throughout the day to win different things. Then at 7 o'clock that night, on Sunday night, now I got to be honest with you, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live video at 7 o'clock at night, or I'm going to do a pre-recorded video and be live in the chat. I'm thinking of doing pre-recorded live in the chat. So there'll be a pre-recorded video, and then I can be live in the chat. I'm going to try something a little bit different, because I fear that I'm going to play it by ear as far as what's happening weather-wise. I'm going to play it by ear what's happening noise-wise in my neighborhood, because although people are not supposed to gather, and supposed to keep their gatherings to minimum people, I don't know if I trust that people are really going to do that. And my neighbors are a little bit noisy on the Thanksgiving weekend. So I'm going to see what happens with that. So that's what's happening. So I hope everyone had a great time today, and I will see everyone on the weekend. In the meantime, have a safe day. Mary, say hello to Meredith. Meredith, say hello to Mary. And I think that's funny that Sharon didn't know who that was. And someone who knows is Dawn. Yup, I know if you know what I mean. Someone who knows. But do you know what you know if you don't know what you know, Dawn? Right? Okay. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me.